Ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages, Gabriel Aldort with Yamaha. I'm here for you at Kraft Music. Always a pleasure to be working with the folks at Kraft. I'm super excited to talk about the Yamaha PSR-SX700, which is the little brother or little sister, if you will, to the PSR-SX900. Now, some great enhanced features, some brand new features, 7-inch color touchscreen, first time ever on a PSR S-Series keyboard. It's really nice, backlit, touchscreen, incredible, almost 1,000 instrument voices, over 400 styles. It has a very robust style control section, XY joystick, playlists, which enable you to create your own custom playlist, which can be a song or a style or anything in between, and so much more. Come with me. Let's take a quick tour of the PSR-SX700. All right, so let's talk about some of the voices in the PSR-SX700. Right over here is the voice section, and I love it that we have dedicated physical buttons to access the voice categories. You can always lean on the screen. And as you can see right here, here's my concert grand assigned to the right one voice. And that reminds me, we've added another right voice. Previously, there were only 2. Now we have 3, which means creating 3 voice layers is quick and easy. So let's go into the piano category. And right here, you see all our pages, pianos, and one of my favorite features is the demonstration icon. So if you're not necessarily a great player, you can lean on that button and get a great demo of almost any voice. Let's take a listen. And there is a different demo for almost every single instrument in here. It's really great. And sometimes I just go in and listen to the demos because they were made by some very, very talented people at Yamaha. Let's listen to a Suitcase Rhodes. Nice. Moving on. Great organ section. Let's lean on that demo button again. Ooh, I love it. Now, can't leave out, if you're in the organ section, the organ flutes. Now, on page 2 of the organ section, any instrument voice that says organ flutes. Let's select rock organ. Exit out. Now, you'll see this little icon show up with the drawbars. If I select that, look at that. I have access to the drawbars in real time. And it's important to note, since the PSR-SX700 has 2 pedal jacks, I can use a sustain pedal, of course, for sustain, and I'm using a Yamaha FC7 expression pedal. So I can actually use it to control the volume of the organ. Now this is great because right now it's not assigned to control volume. How would I quickly assign the expression pedal to control volume? I know, the handy dandy direct access button. If I hold that down and hit a controller such as the pedal, it takes me right to the assignable menu, and I can see that my FC7 is assigned to articulation 1. I'm going to change it to volume, and voila, now we're good to go. Okay, now let's move on to guitars. Some beautiful concert guitars. How about this flamenco guitar? Steel guitar? Wow, the clarity, and you hear that little finger slide off the frets. That's just one of many articulations. And whenever you see the super articulation above a particular voice, that means you're going to get some of those tasty articulations that replicate the little human nuances that a human uses when they're playing an instrument. Now, speaking of articulations, make sure you check out our PSR-SX700 video, because I get a little more in depth on the articulations and actually let you listen to some amazing ones, like some human breaths and finger slides and fret slides. So that's a great video to check out. Moving on, accordions, strings, amazing strings, amazing brass, woodwinds, we've got you covered, choirs and pads, basses, synths, percussion and drums, and of course, a dedicated button to access your expansion and user section, because you can load in lots of additional expansion packs, which are very specific, whether you like mariachi or Celtic music or Japanese, we've got you covered. So that's a quick tour of the voice section of the nearly 1,000 instrument voices that reside in the PSR-SX700. Now, as a Manhattanite, I always like to stay up with the latest styles, but in this case, we're talking about the styles that reside within the PSR-SX700. Now, the style engine, like I mentioned before, is a huge part of a PSR, almost every PSR, allowing you to basically be a band leader. You pick a genre of music. Let's go in here and see what we have. So, how about R&B? Okay, that's rhythm and blues. I can pick a style, let's say Mr. Soul. That's the first one. Now, what a style allows you to do is control nearly every aspect of how that song will progress. We've got 3 intros. We've got 4 main parts, break, and 3 endings. So I can essentially move the song around or be a band leader. So for a quick example, I'm going to start out with intro 2, and then after intro 2, it's going to go into the main section, and I'm going to do a quick little chord progression and end the song, and that'll be my style demo. Here we go. So that was a quick down and dirty style demo. So you can see I did an intro, I did a main section, I did some fills, and then I ended the song. But you know what? You can do it however you want. And that's why the PSR-SX700, in regards to the style engine and style control, has an unprecedented and unparalleled amount of flexibility. Well, thank you for joining me for this whirlwind tour of the PSR-SX700. Almost 1,000 voices, 500 styles, 7-inch color touchscreen. This thing only weighs about 25 pounds. XY joystick, robust style control engine, live control knobs, and so much more. I'm Gabriel Aldort with Yamaha. Always a pleasure to be here at Kraft Music, and if you have any additional questions, contact a Kraft Music sales advisor. And as always, don't forget to practice.